for our country. Kia ora, Mr Speaker.
Honourable Chris Tremaine.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I certainly agree with the Green member on one point, and that is that New Zealanders do have choices going into this election, and they are faced with a very positive choice going forward with some of the best news that we've seen in an economy, not only in years but in decades. An economy where consumer confidence is at the highest in 20, if not 30 years. An economy where business confidence is in the highest in 30 years. It's an economy where unemployment is coming down to 6% now, where we'll be into the 5%, I believe, this year alone, where we're seeing tax growth, we're seeing expenditure control. This is just great news, Mr Speaker, and this bill is another small step in the progress of this country to achieve the economic growth which now puts us as one of the leading countries in the world in terms of economic growth. And, Mr Speaker, it's interesting to reflect on the choices that Kiwis have, which Mr Hughes put up just before, particularly given that the opposition for a number of years cried that this government didn't have a plan, that this government didn't have a plan to achieve the growth that we're currently seeing before us. Well, Mr Speaker, the business growth agenda which the Prime Minister and Minister Stephen Joyce rolled out came out 3 years ago, and we're now seeing the most latest update of that business growth agenda, the progress report, which has literally hundreds of initiatives which we are continuing to tick off to achieve the type of future that this side of the House believes is going to be fantastic for our entire nation. That's right.
Within this business growth agenda, we deal with the 6 factors of production, which I know is going to be difficult for some members on the other side of the House, but they're actually the things that drive an economy. So it's around our export markets, our capital markets, our innovation, our skilled workplaces, investing in our people, around investing in our infrastructure, and most importantly, our natural resources, or very importantly, our natural resources. And in that respect, oil is a key factor of production in driving our economy. And so there's 2 parts of that. 1, growing our domestic production of that supply, and 2, ensuring our security of supply. So in terms of domestic production, we've seen no season like very few others in the last decade in terms of the exploration that's taking place to improve domestic production, to improve the difference between what we're importing and what we're exporting. That is a positive thing, Mr Speaker. The second thing we're doing, and goes to the heart of this bill, is improving the security of supply. So this bill, the Energy Fuels Levies and References Amendment Bill, takes some small steps to do that, to ensure that in times of if there are future fuel crises, we have a 90-day supply. May not be stored here in New Zealand, but this provides the methodology to achieve that. So, Mr Speaker, without going any further, I think this country is heading in a very positive direction. We continue to take small steps to continue to drive wonderful economic growth and a very positive future. This bill delivers in that respect. Thank you.
Mr Speaker.
Andrew Williams.
Mr Speaker, thank you very much. I take a call on behalf of New Zealand First.